Let's talk today about factoring trinomials that have a leading coefficient that's bigger than 1, and specifically about using our no common stuff trick. Now, when I go to factor anything, the first step that I'll always take is to look and see if there's something common to every single term. For the problem we're working, there's not anything part of every single term that is there. The next thing I should do is to count the number of terms. 1, 2, 3. Whenever there are 3 terms, I always say, boy, I sure hope it's a perfect square trinomial. If it is, it factors very easily into just a binomial squared. In order to be a perfect square trinomial, we have to have an even middle term. This one does not. That makes it a general trinomial. As soon as you see that it's a general trinomial, put down 2 sets of parentheses and we're going to unfold this thing. Now, this one is about as friendly as they can possibly be because of the plus sign back on the back. That plus sign back on the back tells me that the signs in the parentheses are the same as each other. Maybe they're both positive or maybe they're both negatives, but they both have to be the same in order to get a plus at the back. Looking at the sign in the middle tells me that in this case, they're both going to be positive. Now I need to decide the terms that will go in each set of parentheses. To help us do that, we need to know the factors, things that multiply together to make the 6 on the front. That could be 6 and 1 or 3 and 2. Notice that I have listed these things systematically. If you will always list the factors systematically, then you'll be sure that you got all of the factors that are possible. What I mean there is something in 1, something in 2, here's 3, so I know that I got everybody. I need to do the same thing with the 6 on the back, something in 1, something in 2, here's 3, so I know I've got everybody. Now, one of our tricks for factoring tells us that it is very rare for us to use the something in 1. It does happen sometimes, but not very frequently, so I don't want to guess those. Let's start by guessing 3x and 2x on the front. Now, here's where our no common stuff trick comes in. You can never let common things be within a set of parentheses. You don't want something to be able to be factored out of a set of parentheses. Take a look at our 6 that we have here. 6 is an even number. Even numbers are always divisible by 2. So even numbers could not go in the same set of parentheses. That means that the 6 cannot be paired with the 2. If I paired these up, there would be a 2 that would be common, and I cannot allow that. Now look over here at the other set of parentheses. If we stick the 6 in there, 3 also would go into 6 and give us a common term. So 6 can't go in the parentheses with the 3 either. If 6 can't go here and 6 can't go there, this means I can't use 6. Now, you may be looking at that and saying, I was going to throw that away anyway because it's very rare for me to use those extreme values. Let's see if no common stuff helps us even more. Look at our other set of factors. The 2's cannot be in the same set of parentheses. I can never put common terms in the same set of parentheses. So if I use the 2 with the other 2, there'd be a common 2 that could be factored out. I can't put the 2 there, but I can put the 2 over here with the 3. Same thing with the 3. You couldn't put this 3 with another 3, but you can put it over here with the 2. Now there's nothing common within either set of parentheses. Now back when I was learning to factor, they told me find things that multiply to make a 6 on the front a 6 on the back, and add up to 13. We never had to worry about 13. The 13 took care of itself if you know how to use no common stuff. Here on the outside, I've got a 9x. On the inside is a 4x. 9x and 4x together made 13x like they were supposed to. Let's try another. On the next one, we've already decided that this one is a general trinomial to unfold, and I've already systematically listed the factors of 12 on both the front and the back. Something in 1, something in 2, something in 3. Here's 4, so I know I've got everybody. Now this time with a minus sign at the back, it's a little harder to determine what my signs will be. So I'm going to leave them for the very last thing. If you'll get in the habit of leaving your signs for last, then they'll be much easier for you to figure out. Look at what we've got as our possibilities. It's almost never the something in 1, so I'm not going to try it in either case. Now, look at the 6 and the 2. I've written these things in blue so that you can see even numbers. I've got them all listed in blue here. I can't put even numbers in the same set of parentheses. So now, since both of these are even, they cannot be paired. Either one of them, they cannot be paired with another even. If there's at least one even here, then you can't use 6 and 2 with this set. If there's at least one even here, then you can't use 6 and 2 with this set either. Since both groups have at least one even, 6 and 2 are out. That means I need to use 4x with 3x. Now, as we look to try to pair these things up so that it'll give us the right middle term, look at how our no common stuff helps us again. 6 and 2 are both even numbers in blue. They can neither one be paired with that 4. Since I can't put 6 here, since I can't put 2 here, this tells me that I can't use that group. Look at our last possibilities. The 4s cannot be together. The 3s cannot be together. But I could put a 4 here and I could put a 3 there and it'd be okay. Last thing that needs to happen, I need to know what the signs are going to be in each set of parentheses. The way that I'll determine that is based on the larger product when I compare the outside and the inside terms if I fold this. The outside and the inside. On the outside made a 16x. Here on the inside is a 9x. Which of those is bigger? 16 is bigger. Since 16 is bigger, I need for it to match the sign in the middle. I need 16 to be negative. The way I can control the sign of the 16 is with the outside, the number that is here, there is the place to control the sign of the 16. Now, if this one is negative and the signs are going to be different, then this one must be positive. When you have a minus at the back, remember the signs in the parentheses have to be different from each other. Now let's see if we've got the right thing. I know I've got a 12x squared on the front. We picked factors that make it. I know I've got a 12 on the back. We picked factors that make it. The only thing I've got to check is outside and inside to see does it really add up to minus 7x in the middle. When I did the outside, we had minus 16x. On the inside is plus 9x. Minus 16x plus 9x, that makes minus 7x, and so we've got it. You can never let common terms be within a set of parentheses. This means even numbers can't go together, and things that are factors with each other cannot go together. If there's anything common to both parts of one set of parentheses, then it cannot be allowed. Never can there be common things within a set of parentheses.